Well, I think we've factored Basel III impact on our balance sheet. At least I can talk about our institution. You see, the regulators have been flirting with this idea of Basel III for a very long time. The 2018 deadline that you are talking about is a full implementation of Basel III. But in some jurisdictions within the GCC, Basel III has already started to be implemented, and the full rollout is 2018. That's how Basel III works. In UAE, Basel III has not started, and it is planned to be probably during the first quarter of 2016, with a full rollout by 2018. And when I say full rollout, I think they're not going to change things overnight. Clearly, you have to grandfather a lot of elements of Basel III. And elements of Basel III is around capital, not only around capital, but around asset quality and around liquidity also. So some of the banks within the GCC, even though in the absence of Basel III, are already Basel III compliant, given the very strong liquidity positions that they have. And you have rightly said that with anticipation of Basel III and full implementation of Basel III, a lot of institutions are looking to tap international markets for capital. You see, when you want to be Basel III compliant, you have to have what we call CET, Common Equity Tier 1 ratios. And you have to have a particular capital adequacy ratio. And then there's a build-up towards that capital adequacy ratio. Now, capital can be structured in many ways. So you always have the option of common equity. So you go to your existing shareholders and you get capital from your existing shareholders. You can look at tier 2 from your existing shareholders, or tier 2 from international capital markets. You can look at tier 1 from your existing shareholders, or tier 1 from international capital markets. You see a lot of institutions tapping international space today is because the markets are conducive, right? It's because Islamic assets are very scarce. So when an Islamic institution or a non-Islamic institution comes with an Islamic capital requirement, you see a lot of international capital flowing through because people are chasing yields. Today, there are hardly any opportunities to get, double-digit yields. So you're looking at high single-digit yields. And with what is happening around the global financial space, there are very, very little inadequate structures that give you those kind of yields. So when we have been seeing a lot of institutions tapping capital, we've seen them being oversubscribed 3, 4, 5 times only because people are chasing yields, right? So I think Basel III, combined with liquidity requirements, combined with capital requirements, and combined with markets being conducive to someone actually coming out and issuing paper, I think all this put together, you are seeing more and more capital markets.